You want to make a character design, but you have no ideas? Me too! In these situations, Pinterest comes in clutch with their pre-made mood boards. Save yourself from thinking about the hard details like theme and accessories when the mood board already has that done for you. Now let's turn these into OCs. It's yapping time! Now, before I get to yapping about the character design, I just want to say today's gonna be a more chill video. I'm still recovering from editing the Animal Jam video, because that took a lot out of me. Now, for the first board, I decided to go with this one. It's really giving me like, oh, aliens are real, mysteries are real, oh my gosh, everything's gonna explode one day type vibe, you know? When I was designing this character, I'm like, you know what, let's make them like a young teenager that likes to play and explore in the woods. So this character is named Mac. I can't really tell you much about Mac's design because it's fairly simple to me. I wanted to give that adventurous, like, a teenager, kid, like, vibe. But I can't tell you bro's, like, personality. It's kind of based off Dipper, not Dipper's, like, cowardice, but more so curiosity to explore the weird. Because Mac likes to explore this strange, like, forest where weird things kind of go on. It's not really explainable, and yeah, he fits in. He's a weirdo too. They're a weirdo too. And I find that funny too. Like, wow, everything's so weird in here, as if I'm not weird too. Like, bro will appear out of nowhere and just hand you like a deer they found on the like side of the road. But yeah, this is Mac, and we're gonna go on to Mac's adventuring buddy. Don't know their name yet. Yeah! I'm naming Mac's friend, Rooney, so it can be Macaroni or Macaroni, and maybe I should name the next one Cheese. I don't know! Her design is inspired by this mood board I saw. It's a very jolly, very colorful board, very much full of whimsy. She is around Mac's age, and I don't know what that's gonna be. I think they're both teenagers, but she likes to tag along with them wherever they go in the forest. Now, she isn't much of a curious person, but she is a collector. She likes to collect the weird things they find in there, whether it be a rock, which she has like 6 trillion pet rocks for some reason, and mushrooms maybe. It's just stuff that she can collect, stuff it in her big old pockets, you know. Since I still got like Gravity Falls stuck in my head, she's like the Mabel of the friend group, and she is very cheery, obviously. How could she look like that and not be cheery, jolly, and whimsical? So the duo is a very chaotic and joyful, like, duo. It's chaotic. I love them. It's great. But it's time to get onto the characters they meet in these woods. Before I talk about the third character, for you lovely artists watching at home, make sure to stick to the end of the video so I can give you a challenge for yourself. I'm gonna be giving you guys a silly board to make a character based off. But anyways, back to the character I'm currently making. She is based off this board right here, and it's giving very much a Mad Hatter type vibe. Very, like, circusy, very card themed, but a little bit spooky. I don't currently have a name for her, but I'm gonna give her the placeholder of Hatter. Maybe she comes from a mysterious circus in the middle of the woods only a few people can come across. It just so happened that these 2 children found it, and it's now the circus's duty to entertain them because they haven't had guests in a very long time. Living ones, that is. So these 2 human children were definitely a surprise for them. Now, I don't know what role Hatter plays in this circus. Maybe she, like, makes you like, oh, what to tag, gamble these cards, yahoo, gambling! Like a side thing while wandering the circus, or if she's a part of the big, like, performance in the big top. Let me know your guys' ideas for Hatter, and, yeah, because I don't really have much. I know for her personality, I want her to be very mysterious, very hyper, though. Like she's hyper, like, oh, come on, welcome, hello, type personality. I don't know if I explained it well. Clearly I didn't, but you know, this is just my yapping session, like where I get to just brain dump about all the ideas in my little noggin. I do imagine there are human workers at this circus. They just haven't had any new human visitors, because I imagine this place is the place for like lost kids, lost people who are like, you know, don't really have anywhere else to go. Because in my head, like, why is their children constantly wandering the like forest and like who's watching them type deal. So maybe Mac and Rooney found it because they didn't really have a place to really call home. I don't know, but that's just an idea. Now it's time for the person who makes all the outfits at the circus. Here is the fourth and final character, the character that, of course, designs all the outfits of the circus, I guess. This character is based off this board right here, and honestly, one of my favorite boards, one of my favorite characters I made for this video. Now, I'm gonna quickly name this character Frankie, because obvious reasons, he looks like Frankenstein's monster in a way, mostly with the stitch on like the clothing and his face and all that. It's more so a placeholder name for now until I figure something out later. But I love me a good costume designer. Oh, I love them so much. Yeah, so they don't really interact with the kids that much. He kind of just sits and sews up something. So maybe these kids need a costume or what, because I don't know, maybe they have to go undercover for some other adventure and they have to come back to the circus. Who knows? I haven't really decided much for Frankie or like the overall story. I'm more so like coming up with it on the spot. But there's something about just a secret like circus in the forest that scratches my brain so much. I think Frankie is the type of character to be very like determined, like not determined, but very dedicated to his craft, because like, you know, his outfits are lovely. And I think he is like soft-spoken, very kind and stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas, feel free to brain rot with me, because I'm loving this idea and I need to share it with someone. But yeah, here's the character. Now, time for the little people who decided to stick along to the end of the video. I challenge you guys to make a character based off this board. Now, if you want me to see it, I recommend going to my Discord and sending your finished product there. But yep, that's the video for ya. Comment down below what you want me next, and bye-bye!